Hello YouTube and TCG fans, this is Davide here from Cardbound, bringing you a future card Buddyfight deck profile. I want to ask you guys to check out my channel and subscribe for more Buddyfight and TCG videos. Now, we haven't done this in what seems like forever, when we last did like a deck profile of any card game really. But I recently finished my my first Buddyfight deck, so I thought I'd display it for you guys, since it's one of the newer decks as well, so maybe some people might like to see it. I've had some questions before if we still did deck profiles, and yes we do. We were just trying to finish one. So the deck today that we're going to be displaying is Hero World. So yeah, it's very exciting. This is the first deck I played and I chose because it has Power Rangers in it. They're called the Quartet 5. So we'll get into it in just a second, but I do want to tell you guys that this deck is not like 100% foolproof, best deck out there, net deck as much as you like. This is how I interpret the deck and how I prefer to play the deck. And after I've shown all the cards in it, I will explain how and why I picked the following cards. So without further ado, let's get into this deck. I'm just gonna put this aside here, my flag. And we're gonna get into our level 1 monsters to begin with. And we are running for first Warrior Einder, which is Red Ranger. And I'll bring it closer. If the camera zooms in, there you go. And it has the unique ability that is unique to Hero World, which is Transform. And it's like pay 1 gauge, and you can use it as an item. Because you'll see that in this deck there are no items. Like my Quartet 5s are my items. So yeah, so basically what happens is when you do that, you become the Red Ranger and you have 2 critical and 5,000 attack. So that's pretty cool. But not all the Quartet 5s have it. For example, like this one, which I have 3 of, which is Second Warrior Zwider. I have only 3 of them. 4,000 attack, 2 critical and 3,000 defense. And he has no transform ability. So unfortunately, he will not be joining the Transform Club. Then we have 3 of Third Warrior Drider, which is the Yellow Ranger, and it's not the sexy Yellow Ranger we all know and love. It's more of a beefy man. So yeah, again, this is like a defender, 3,000 attack, 2 critical and 4,000 defense. So unfortunately not female. And then we continue with 3 of Stray Warrior Veer, which is the Green Ranger. And yes, he does have a transform ability. He has 4,000 attack, 2 critical and 2,000 defense. And of course he has a pay 1 gauge, and you transform into the Green Ranger. Every kid's dream. And then we have 2 Hero Hunter Zeben. And yes, this one has the transform ability as well. He has 5,000 attack, 2 critical and 5,000 defense. And when he attacks, you pay 1 gauge. And if you transform, you pay 1 gauge as well. So I don't know if you transform into this, you still have to pay the gauge if you want to attack. I do not know. I don't think you do, because it says when this card attacks, because it becomes an equipped card. But I'm not sure. Post in the comment section below what you guys think, or if you guys know the rules. I haven't checked it. I'm currently on night shift, hence maybe the odd voice. And last but not least, we have, and this also includes my buddy, 4 9th Warrior 9, which is probably the only girl, yeah, the only girl in the Quartet 5. And She has 3000 attack, 1 critical, 3000 defense, and this is why she is my buddy. If you transform into this card, this card can attack even if there is a Quartet 5 in your center. And of course the transform ability, pay 1 gauge. So 1 is my buddy, so I'll just leave it here, and 3 of them are in my deck. Most people run 4, but they're not the cheapest, so I try to keep it to a minimum. So 3 of them. So as I said to the ability before, usually for people who are new or don't know the rules of Buddyfight, when you have a monster in your center, you can't attack yourself because you'll be stabbing your monster in the back, theoretically speaking. But this card allows you to bypass that, so you can have 4 attacks, which is quite a good thing to have for a deck, because this game is all about outputting the most damage in every single turn, like doing the most you can, and this definitely is a very huge plus for it. So yeah, these are all my level 1s. As you can see, I'm very heavy on the level 1s, and it shows also in my 2s and 3s why I'm so heavy here. So yeah, that is all of my level 1s, so I'll get that out of the way so we can continue to our 2s and 3s. I'll leave that over there. So, our 2s and 3s. We have 4 of Rescue Dragon Crossbuster. And this is just your regular grade 2, 7000 attack, 3 critical, 2000 defense beta. It's good, and you get it with the trial deck. It's worth having, so take 4 of them, they'll do you good. Then I have 2, punch the camera because I just had enough of it. 2 Red Warrior Road Blader. Call cost, pay 2 gauge. When this card enters the field or transforms, destroy a monster on your opponent's field. Transform, pay 2 gauge. 5000 attack, 2 critical, 5000 defense. Again, I don't, it's pretty much self-explanatory why I have this one in my deck. So it's a free kill, and you know, it's a Red Warrior with a sword and a cape. So, and that is it for our grade 2s, and then our grade 3s, well, grades, levels. Our last ones for the 3s, Adventure Continent Gunvels. Call cost, pay 2 gauge, and it has double attack, 8000 attack, 2 critical, 8000 defense. Just run 2 of them, and that is it. That is it for my 2s and 3s. Like I said, I'm very heavy on the 1s, and it works for me. Like, I have had no problems with the monsters so far. So then we'll move on to the spells. Of course, 2 Hyper Energy even. Whew. Put 4 cards from the top of your deck into your gauge, and you can only cast it once a turn. So, unfortunately, gauge is very important in this deck. Just so you know, so it's really good to have those. Then, 3 New Program 3-man squad Quartet 5. Search your deck for up to 1 size 2 or less Quartet 5 monster. Put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. You may only cast New Program 3-man squad Quartet 5 once per turn. Again, I don't really need to explain too much about it. Police is already here. So it's self-explanatory. I don't really need to explain too much around that card. 2 Dare I See It. You pay 1 gauge and you destroy a size 1 or less monster on your opponent's side of the field, which is a counter. It's also really important to have. I love how I'm going downhill. There we go. Oh god, I'm really bad at this. Then 4 of the following. Justice Will Prevail. There we go. And it is a counter. Choose one of your superhero in battle, and for this battle give it plus 3000 in power and 3000 defense and counter attack. So counter attack is when somebody declares an attack, you play that card, you power up, and he attacks back. So he destroys the monster if he is stronger. Then 2 of It's About Time I Got Serious. You may only cast this card if you have 6 life or less. You pay 1 gauge as its cast cost, and you draw 2 cards. You only cast It's About Time I Got Serious once per turn. Then 3 of I've Seen Through Your Moves. And it is, you may only cast this card during an attack on your opponent's turn, and if you do not have a monster in the center counter, you nullify the attack. It's kind of like a dragon shield. Oh, I have 4 of them. I am so sorry. One slipped by me. 4 of them. And then our last spell card is Reckless Bravery. Choose a monster on your field, and for this turn, give it plus power 5000 and penetrate. At the end of the turn, put that monster into your gauge. That has actually made me 1 games, so I definitely want to have 4 of those in my deck. It's really useful to have. Penetrate is such a good ability. And then for our impact, which is 3 of the very same, Equation of Victory, Winning Formula. And it's only, you may only cast this card if your opponent has 3 life or less, if you have a superhero on your side of the field and your opponent has no monster on his or her field. Cast cost, pay 2 gauge, deal 3 damage to your opponent. So it's kind of, impacts are kind of like your final moves, your kill confirm. So it's a good one to have. I don't think they have another one out yet, so currently I'm sticking with that one. So yeah, that was my deck profile. For people who are now finished and they just wanted to see the cards in the opinion, this is the end, and I thank you for watching this far. Now for the people who are staying, who want to know more about the deck and how it works, basically my theory behind it is numbers are everything. Like, attack in numbers. I don't like having the highest number of attack, like 10,000 or 12,000. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to, you know, exhaust your whole hand to stop me. No, what I do is I have the other approach, which is I attack as many times as I want, as I can, and I try to make it so, like, it's a habit I got from my magic deck, which is I attack, if you let it through, I'm based on what you do, I will vary my attacks. It's kind of like, okay, you're attacking like this, okay, I'm gonna equip this card and make it 4 attacks. Or like, oh no, you know what, I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna give this guy penetrate ability, and then I'm going to boost this guy and then put him into my gauge, and then use my gauge to destroy one of his monsters. Like, I always try to find a combination to always exhaust my opponent's hand and to attack as many times as I can, because I treat this deck also like I treat an Aqua Force deck in Carva Vanguard, which is you can attack 4 times, use it, so exploit that. So that's what I mainly do with Hero World. So yeah, again guys, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Comment in the comment section below if you guys play Hero World and how you play it. If you have a Quartet 5 deck, let me know what you guys run, and if you agree, disagree with some of the things I've shown. And you know, we can get a little discussion going. It's always interesting to talk about that. So yeah, again guys, thank you guys for watching. If you do like these videos, please subscribe to our channel. We bring out videos every week that are TCG related. And don't forget to check out our Patreon, because if we do well on Patreon, we do even more for you guys, and you guys get actually something back for it. So definitely go and check it out. So yeah, again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.